Time for a new mouse. My Razer Mazer is hairy. Fortunately, he's been wearing out. If you can hear it, that's the left click. It sounds clicky and sounds good, but I've been noticing, especially when I'm playing shooter game, or well, any game where I have to click, I miss clicks. Actually, sounds good though. Otherwise, everything else on it works. Oh yeah. The lights and everything still work, still lights up. I just don't use the lights because it runs on the battery and it saves life. That said, I don't know why I bother, because I think I've had this thing 7 years. It's got Duracells. I've never changed the batteries. Till last night. Thought maybe that was the issue with the clicking, but it didn't. So, time to get a new one. Quick information about this. I turned it off. I'm actually using it. Oh, not that one. That's the one we're buying, but we'll come back to that. There we go. So that's the one I currently have. It's the Razer E Blue, or 3 Blue, however you want to say or look at it. Unfortunately, they don't make it anymore. I think it was a 5-button. Let me jump over. And at the time I bought it, this Air Wing, that's where your thumb sits, and it's not big enough for my thumb by any means. DPI was 5, 12, 18, and 2500. I think I ran it 12 to 18, so probably about 6, 14, 1500 is probably where I ran it. 5090 Abigo chipset, no idea. 2.4 wireless, I think they all pretty much have that now. This one had 3000 frames a second. 20G acceleration, polling rate of 250 hertz. Wow. Home run micro switch, supposed to be good for 5 million clicks. Oh, I'm probably pushing 50 million. I mean, I use this thing constant. There you got your size, your weight, 140 grams. Does this one show the weight? Of course not. We'll come back to that. So it's 140 grams. Now to me, this is light, easy. I don't have any problems. Here's that wing that they were talking about. It's not big enough for your thumb. I don't know what value it has. And I don't know what the pads are. I'm assuming Teflon. I don't know. I don't have any problems with it skipping. It slides. It does actually have 2 AA batteries in it, so that's probably where the weight comes from. Now again, I've never had issues with the weight. Now another thing, you can probably see it better with my left hand. My hands are bigger than the mouse. And this is not a small mouse. Also, there's no rests for my fingers. It's just, that's the end of it. Now, I don't have any wrist pain or anything like that. Never been an issue for me. So no, I didn't look into a vertical mouse. I just wouldn't be of any value to me. So, I like the gaming mice. What else has this thing got? Works with pretty much anything, Windows, Mac, Linux. I mean, obviously, oh, there it is, 6 buttons. And they are all programmable. I think the only one you can't program is the DPI switch. There we go. Is the DPI switch. It only cycles through them. But the 2 on the side, the left, right, the mouse wheel clicks, and you have a tilt on the wheel. Those are all programmable. All right, so we know we need a new one. So I was out looking. I looked at the Logitech gaming ones. They're only like $145, $185. I was like, no, no. Came across this little fuzzy thing. It's the RedDragon M811 Pro. The only pro about it, wireless. If you jump over to the wired, you lose the pro. So that's the only thing pro is it's wireless. It's got what the heck was it? 15 button programmable. Oh, I guess you can't see any of this. So that's where we jumped over to the RedDragon M811 Pro. The only thing pro about it is this one's wireless. The wired one, you drop the pro. You also drop like $7, $8. But anyway, back to the wireless one. So this one's got 15 buttons. You can see here. What the hell? I've never had a mouse with that many buttons. So you got the typical front and back. Okay, quit moving. I was just going to do that. Anyway, you got the left, right, scroll wheel, up DPI, down DPI, and then on the left-hand side, you get the forward, back, and then 8 buttons. All of them are programmable, including the DPI ones. Scroll wheel has a click down, but I don't think there's a tilt. Oh, comes in white. Oh, hey, I show the software. What was that? Yeah, so it has software for it, so you can program all the buttons, the lights, all that fun stuff. It says it lasts about 80 hours with the light off and about 20 hours with the light on. We jump up to 26,000 DPI compared to 2,500 on my other one. Where were those? Yeah, 26,000. Oh, the 100 to 1,200. That's for the wired one. That one doesn't apply here actually. It's got 50 acceleration compared to, I think this one was 20. Yeah, 20G. This one's 50G. So it's about 2.5. 30G again. That was the wired one. 15 macro buttons. There was something else. Oh, it's got the optical PixArt 3395 sensor. So the polling. Where was it? The polling, I believe, was 1,000. Where this one was only, I think, 250. Yeah, this one's 250. Pretty sure it was 1,000. I might actually say in here, DPI, buttons. Oh yeah, this one's got lots of grips. So you can see over here, it's got where you can rest your thumb. It's a big wing. It's got where you can rest your index finger and your pinky down here. Comes with the software, like I said, you can adjust everything. You can make macros. Another thing on macros, at this point I've never used. Not saying I won't use, but RedDragon's got a couple of tutorials on their software for mapping the macros, because a lot of people I saw in the comments are crying about it. It doesn't work. They don't know how to do it. You got to do it a very specific way, and it's easy, but you got to do it a very specific way. And you can tie, or you can record. It knows whatever key clicks you push on the keyboard. I don't think there's any limit. I think one guy had, for one of his games he was playing, there was like 15 different buttons he had to push in a combination. Made a macro, one button on the mouse to click, and just does it. Yeah. 1,000 milliamp hour battery, 80 hours with the lights off. Takes 5 hours to charge from dead. here was this is the wireless version. Oh, I'm not sure where I read that. Features. Well, I'm not sure where I read it. It might even have been on the Amazon page, but they showed it was 1,000 hertz compared to 250 on the other one. Awesome mouse. I did really like it, but it's getting wore out. So he's getting replaced. I already ordered it. It's already arrived. Take a look at it. As you can see, I have not opened this yet. For all I know, this is something different. I have no idea what's in the box, other than what's supposed to be. Okay. And the typical Amazon packing. It's just flat on the bottom of the box. Got bubble pack on top. So if they slammed it on the ground or anything, it would have been no protection of any kind. So the box, well, it's a box. And I got a little sticky at the top. But they call it the RedDragon Aatrox. Aatrox, however you want to pronounce it. Now I have not downloaded software. I haven't done any of that. I literally just got the box. Set him up there. So here we can see it. I got some stickers. I suppose if you're into it, you could put them on your computer case. I don't know. I don't. Now, if these were the grippy tape, that would have been awesome. But no. And then we got this card. This might be the instructions. Oh, yeah, that is the instructions. Not just a card. Not a whole lot to it. Oh, nice silly light. There we go. Nope. Yeah, sorry, you can't see it. We got a Ziploc bag. Oh, that's the USB transmitter thing. Cable. Ooh. If you have like hiking boots, it's like the shoelace to your hiking boots. USB-C. Mouse itself, it's about the same size as my other one. I want to test that wing. Oh, that wing. I know it's hard for you to see, but yeah, it's just got a bigger hump, so it fits my hand. Pinky goes right here, ring finger. Let's try the clickies. Oh yeah, this one is mushy. I can feel it compared to that. Oh, there's a mouse wheel button. No tilt. Oh, wait. There's a right click. Well, it doesn't say that there's a wheel click, but yeah, there definitely is. DPIs. Forward, backward. All these programmable buttons that I have no idea what I'm going to do with. Oh yeah, and I did read that there's tape on these you got to take off. This one's kind of peeled up, I can see it, and that would be very hard. You can see that one. I got this one off. I gotta do the other 3. Like, I like that. A lot of people say it's big. I mean, compared to my other one, they're about the same overall size, honestly. However, this one's got a bigger hump to it compared to him. My old one's flatter to the table. This one, oh, I already like that. I don't know how it's going to do games, but I like that. Alright, let's turn it on, see if there's any juice in it. Well, there's the lights. Let's turn this off so you can see him. Oh, he died. Why'd he die? Oh, there he is. So it's kind of a rainbow effect. I don't know if you can change them individually or not. Please let him download the software. Put that back on. I would probably not be using this. So there is a switch down here where you can put it into eco mode. Means the mouse is on, no lights. And then 2.4, which is mouse is on, and you get the lights when you click. Factory default seems like they only stay on about 10 seconds when you click, and then they turn off. I'm not sure. And the way it is in my hand, oh, I'll turn this off so you can see it. So that's with the lights on. My hand pretty much covers it. I don't. Yeah, to me, the lights are cool. I don't know why they put them on gaming mice. I mean, I guess the scroll wheel stays on all the time. It's in eco mode. Yeah, the scroll wheel comes on every time I click, but all the others are off. Anyway, I don't know why they do that. Like I said, my hand covers it. You can't really see the lights. And why the scroll wheel stays on. Put it off mode. Oop. Definitely off. I don't know if that scroll wheel comes on no matter what, or if you can turn that off with the software. Turn the lights back on. Anyway, doesn't feel cheap. I mean, it's not aluminum or anything, it's a plastic of some sort. I wouldn't say it's rubberized, but it's got a little texture to it. This one, even as old and wore out as the poor thing is, I mean, you can see I wore the paint off the thing. Still has, it's that same texture. It's kind of grippy, but it's just, I think it's just plastic. There might be a thin film, I don't know. Feel-wise, I like that. My fingers, as you can see, are completely off the table. They're all on the mouse. To my other one, I gotta hold on to it. You know, my hands are, they got nowhere to go. So they're, you know, I mean, there's this little wing here, but, you know. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Picking the mouse up and moving it. Oh yeah, not a problem. Again, I got big hands, 6'5". I don't remember what my hand measurement was. I'll measure it, I don't remember. Looks like about 8 inches. From the wrist to the fingertip. Looks like about 8 inches. So I don't know if that's helpful to anyone. My hand is not overhanging the front, not like dragging it. I mean, it fits perfect. Those buttons, I don't know. Never had buttons. I'll have to get used to those. 1 and 2. I don't know if I click them occasionally or not. Anyway, let's go ahead and pause this. I'm going to get my mouse back here. I am going to download their software for this one. For the mouse, I'm just going to show you where to get it real quick. What do we have? None of the above. They have a vampire? What's that? Anyway. We have the Aatrox 811 Pro. I did not see it. Oh, there it is. And software. And downloading. So there's the names and the numbers and all that fun stuff. So you just want to make sure you download, because the software for the wired one, I was looking at another video of someone else's when I was looking at buying this. The software for the wired one is not the same as the one for the wireless. Different drivers, different layout. It's still the Redragon, their theme, but it's a completely different package. So make sure you download the right one. And we're done here. I'm going to go install it and we'll be right back. Alright, well, we got the software installed. You can see I'm actually charging the battery. While it's charging, I'll show you that real quick. You can see kind of does the whole little LED, turn these off, you know, blinky thing. Now I have the mouse turned off at the moment, plugged in with the USB Type-C cord. Let it charge. I don't remember where he was at, but I think he was at probably like 25%. Now I was talking about the polling rate. It is 1,000, as you can see here. You can actually adjust this. Now my other one was 250. And I never actually had any issues with my other mouse. But we're going to crank this up to 500. Let's just see what happens. Button controls. This is the first screen that came up. You're under main. Buttons 9 and up, I wouldn't change. That's your left click, right click, your scroll wheel, your DPI up and down, your scroll wheel. Now it shows middle button on that, but it seemed like it had a tilt. It doesn't look like there's any setting for that. I don't know. Buttons 1 through 8, which don't light up for some reason, are these down here. Obviously they're numbered 1 through 8, so you know 1 through 8. Up top they light up because you may not know which one is 11 or 12. But 1 through 8, you can make them, the only ones I would change. Now if you want to change the number 12 forward button to the back button, or maybe cut, copy, paste if you do a lot of editing, that's all up to you. Go into advanced mode. This is the DPI. So if right at the moment it goes from 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 8,000, 26,000. We'll play with that, but I think the other one I was like right around 1,400. Oh, actually, let's leave this one at 1,000. Make this one 1,400. We'll make this one 1,600. Now I'm just arbitrarily making these numbers. I may change them. 8,000 seems a bit excessive. Let's take that down to 2,000. 26,000. Holy bananas. What on earth? Let's make that 2,500. Now I have a big, my screen, I'm on a, what the hell is this, 55-inch screen TV, and this is my regular mouse. You can see I'm clear over here on the left. I move my hand about 2 inches and I can cover the whole screen. Now this is my old mouse that I think's at about 1,400. Crank the DPI up 1. Yeah, that's just way too much. My wrist moved like a ½ inch. Gone. You can see it kind of zipping across there. Go up 1 more. Yeah, I don't even know where it is. Now if I slow way down, yeah, that thing is just gone way too quick. I think this is back in it. So this is moving it as quickly as I can, and that's like about 6 inches. You go from edge to edge. We'll go back up 1 more, like I said, which I think is about 1400. Yeah, there we go. I like that one. But that's me. You do you. Mouse sensitivity we'll play with. Scrolling speed we'll have to play with. 3 lines per click. I think that's what my other one's actually at. Global double click speed. Now whatever you make sure you apply it. Nothing happens if you don't apply it. We'll come back to the macros. Let's jump over to the lighting. I changed it to steady, blue, and I haven't turned it on yet, so it's not even talking to it. Put it on full bright. Obviously I can turn it off with the switch, but we'll see what it does. Make sure you apply. If you don't apply, nothing happens. Now the macros. Again, I don't know a lot about this. But my understanding is you make a new macro. We'll just call it test. We'll say OK. We're going to click on record. And you type in whatever your keys are. Oh, it doesn't look like there's any limit. Now I just randomly clicked a bunch of buttons. Stop recording. And then you can tell it's cycling while you're pressing that button. Like let's say you assigned it to number 1. It'll keep doing that until you let go. You can set it so you press number 1 and it keeps doing that until you press another key. You can do it so it only does it 1 time, or you can change it to 2 or 3, like if you want it to be a fire button of some sort. Anyway, modify, I don't know what that means. But anyway, we're going to click save. It saved it. Now, that does not mean it's assigned to a button. All we did was just record it. So now you need to go back to, what was it, advanced? Nope, sorry. You need to go back to main, and let's say button number 1. That's this one down here. We want to make it that macro. You can also change it to left, right, middle, forward, back, 3 click, that other one. Lights on and off, fire key, key combination, disable it. Macros, obviously the DPI up, down, and loop. Multimedia, you can control, like if you're doing editing or if you're playing music. Also has calculator, email. Yeah, you can set that all up there. But let's go back to the macro, because that's what we did. We made that one called test. Click OK. So now anytime I push that number 1 button, all those keys I randomly clicked are going to happen all at once. So it's actually really easy. Let's get rid of that. Delete. Are you sure? Yes. Apply. Done. There was something there I saw. No. Apply. Profile. Oh, I don't have any profiles. I could export this profile. Let's say for some reason I wear this mouse out and I buy a new one. If I get the same one, I would assume I could, whatever macros I made, put it in there. That would be cool. Support, we're on driver version 1. There's their home page. So you can click it, it takes you right to them. It doesn't take you to the mouse specific though, it just takes you to their home page. Could be worse. Alright, so let's close this. Let's leave this mouse on, but I'm going to put him up there out of the way. Oh, I'll tell you what, that plug is pretty damn secure. Actually, it's supposed to work while it's on the cord too, but I had it turned off. So we're going to go into the lighting mode. Turn these off. actually, I think I went into echo, but I did change it to blue. You can see the wheel's blue now instead of red. There you go. Okay, so while it was charging, it did take effect. So all of my lights are now blue, steady, including the scroll wheel, which I'm curious why the scroll wheel stays on when you put it in eco mode. Interesting. So where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Bring up the software. That down to 500. Apply. I wonder why that all went to 0. So apparently when you turn it off, it forgets. You can see the lights went back. Oh, that could be a problem. Now all the DPI settings. Oh, you're not seeing this. Now all the DPI settings reset. Well, that's BS. Alright, so we set the lights back to blue. Blue. Battery's at 80%. Alright, so this is apparently at 1000 DPI. That's too slow. So we click it up. That's 2000. For me, that's too fast. I don't like that. Next one is 4000. That's just bonkers. 8000. I don't even see it. Oh, there he is. I mean, I'm barely moved my hand. That wasn't even a half inch. And then ludicrous speed, 26,000. You even see it. I'm barely moving it. There he is. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Okay, so 1000's too slow. But we're going to leave that one. We're going to change this one down to 12. $14, $16, and we'll make this one like 1800. And even that, I think, is beyond anything needed for my uses. And apply. So now we're at 1200. That's a little slower on my other one. I think my other one was at 14. Yeah, there we go. That's about normal for me. Right in the middle. 16. That's a little quicker than I would want. So 14 to 15. And then 1800. Yeah, I would never use that. So let's take this one here down to 1450. And this one to 1500. Alright, can you just type there? No, you can't. You have to use the slider. Deploy. Alright, so there's the 1400. 1450, 1500. I think I like the 1450. Okay, and I know my other one was at 1400. Macros, we're going over that. Main. Now the part that's probably going to piss me off. Oh, that's the polling rate. I think 500 is good. Is if I turn this off, it forgets everything. Alright, so let's just close that. Okay, so that it remembers. flip my camera around. So all I'm going to do is turn it off, turn it on. Now at the moment it still sees everything is blue. The scroll wheel's pink. It was blue. I don't know why it's not blue like the rest of it, or red like it was originally, but it's pink. Anyway, let's open the software, because last time it reset everything. Stayed at 500, advanced. The only thing I can think of is I hit the restore when I opened it. I didn't think I did. Oh yeah, mouse sensitivity. Scrolling speed, I probably won't change that. Improve pointer position. Now I was told that that actually makes things worse. So with the wheel, let's see, this 1000. Oh, I think I know what that is. Main? No, advanced. Pink is the color of the DPI setting. So if we go, yeah, so now you can see it's pink. So the DPI setting matches the color of your scroll wheel. So it didn't tell you me that anywhere. So now it's blue. And according to mine, the way I have it set, blue is 1200. And my wheel's blue. So we're going to change that one because I want it to all be blue. Change this one to 1450. Maybe. This one will make, well, 1200 would be stupid, wouldn't it? Well, let's go the other way around. We'll make this 1200. This one 1000. And this one 15. And apply. So I did it backwards. So up takes it higher. And that way I can have the blue color that is my preference. You can see it's on blue. Get the DPI. It's supposed to go red, it went green. Pink, green, blue. So it still goes in order. Okay, so there's the red. That's the 1500. Blue, green, my alarm. Okay, wait a minute. There we go. Flip back. I have a question. What is number 14 doing? That is not the up-down DPI switch. Well, it says it's DPI plus. 15 DPI minus. Oh, that's working. That's weird. Deploy. Exit. Probably don't need that out there. Flip back over to my disk. Turn this light on. So I don't know. I guess what it really comes down to, it's got a big enough hump in it where my big hand, like I said, we measured it earlier, it's about 8 inches. It's got a wing over here that my thumb actually fits on. It's got a shit ton of buttons I have no clue what to do with. Forward, backward button. It's got a place for your pinky to rest. It's got a place for your index finger, your middle finger, your pointer finger, scroll wheel. It only shows the click button down, but there is a right click. Haven't messed with it. DPI up and down. Of course, you can change every single button. That's all I know at the moment. And it seems to work. Well, where are you looking? You can't see what I'm doing. But anyway, try it out, test it. Run into any issues, I'll do an update. If not, it is what it is. If you want more info on the macros and setting up the buttons, definitely go to the RedDragon website. I'll throw a link down below. They have tutorials that they go through step by step and show you. And they do in-game changes, and they do a really good job. So yeah, check out their website to learn how to use the macros. Always, thank you.